Today we're going to take a look at how to add or remove pages from a Whitman Prestige coin album. So I have an extra page here for cents. This is a blank unmarked page, and these are available for a lot of different denominations. So if you're looking for one, take a look on the Whitman website or wherever you prefer to purchase your albums, and there will probably be one there from the Prestige line. And we are going to add it to this Lincoln Cents 1959 to 2008 album. So when you first open up the album, underneath this little white flap will be two screws. And so these are what are holding the pages in place. But to do anything to add or remove pages, we actually need to flip to the back of the album. And then again, under a little flap, we have the other sides of the screws. So here you can see they're set up for a straight edge screwdriver, which is what we're going to use. So we're just going to unscrew both of these. Now, one tip to make it a little bit easier is actually if you go back to the front and you put a finger on this flat part to kind of hold pressure and keep it in place, it's going to be a lot easier to unscrew. If you don't have anything on that side, then sometimes it will just kind of spin in place instead of unscrewing. So that will help a lot if you're having trouble getting these out. So we're going to take them all the way out and then just set them off to the side where they won't get lost. And then we're going to do the same thing on the bottom. All right, then we've got both of them off, and then you'll see that this flap comes all the way off and the binding will lay flat. So it's very easy to add or remove pages as you need. So if you're looking to take them out, just take them out. You'll want to be sure that you're getting the page that you think you are. So we are going from the back here. So just keep that in mind as you're taking pages in or out. In my case, I'm just going to add this blank page to the end, flip it over so it's facing the right way, and put it on top of those screws. One thing to keep in mind if you're planning to do a lot of customization with an album that you order is that you probably won't be able to add more than likely one page just because of the size of the binding. You know, the binding itself isn't going to be huge, so there's only going to be enough room in the album to hold maybe one more page than was in it originally. So if you're looking to add a lot of pages, just keep that in mind in terms of which album you're wanting to buy to be sure that there'll be enough you want to take out, you'll end up with room. So anyway, to go ahead and get these locked in, you'll want to be sure to bring the binding back up to get this little flap back over the end of the screws. And then we're going to screw them back in. And this can be the trickiest part of the process, honestly. Again, I'm going to go to the front and get my finger on the flat end of those screws to help hold them in place. There we go. And then we get this end back into the threading. I typically like to get them started with my fingers and then come back with the screwdriver, but whatever works for you is fine. And we're just going to screw it in until you can feel it pull on the flat end of the screw with this other hand. And then we'll do the same thing on the bottom. Alrighty, and then everything is locked back in place. And if you flip through now, at the end, we will come to that blank page of cents. And that's all there is to it. To take it out, you do the exact same thing and just remove it instead of putting it in. So Prestige albums are available for many different coin series. So take a look for whichever series you're looking for, and keep in mind that you can always get those blank or extra pages and use them to customize the album to fit your collection.